The sound patterns of language. In the vast panorama of human pronunciation, each individual presents unique variations. And how do we recognize the different pronunciations of a word, such as me, and interpret them correctly? Well, let me tell you that the answer lies in the study of phonology, which describes the systems and patterns of speech sounds in a language. Let's see some points to understand this. Phonology. What is the definition of phonology? It is the description of the system and patterns of the speech sounds in a language. So it allows us to recognize words despite variations in pronunciation. Example: the different ways of pronouncing the letter T in words like tar, star, writer, etc. But we recognize the underlying pattern. Point number 2: phonemes. The definition of phonemes: they are the sounds that distinguish meanings in a language. Example: the difference between fat and vet demonstrates the contrastive fusion of the phonemes f and v. Point number 3: natural classes. The definition of natural classes: they are groups of phonemes that share similar characteristics. Example: the phonemes p and k share the characteristic of being voiceless stops. Point number 4: phones and allophones. What is the definition? Well, definition of phones and allophones, they represent the different physical pronunciation the same phoneme. Well, let's understand with example. The pronunciation of T in words like tar and writer may vary, but it remains the same phoneme. Point number 5: the definition of complementary distribution occurs when two allophones of a phoneme are used in different places within words. Example: the pronunciation of T with aspiration in tar, without aspiration in star. Point number 6: minimal pairs and sets. Well, the definition of minimal pairs and sets help to test phonemic distinctions in a language. Example: fan and van form a minimal pair, while a minimal set would be words like mat and cat, bat, etc. Point number 7: phonotactics. The definition of phonotactics: they are the permitted sounds combinations in language. Example: some sound combinations like lick or vig are not common in English, are not common to the phonetics of the language. Point number 8: syllables. The definition of syllables: they contain a vowel or a vowel-like sound, optionally followed by consonants. Example: green. Green has the structure consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant. Point number 9: consonant clusters. The definition of consonant cluster: they are sequences of two or more consonants in a syllable. Example: stop has in an initial consonant cluster consonant, consonant, while post has a final consonant cluster consonant, consonant. Point number 10: coarticulation. Coarticulation. The co-articulation definition, well, it occurs when sounds influence each other due to speech speed. Example, the assimilation of sounds in I have to go, where the sound the assimilates the f, like F. Point number 11, assimilation. The definition of assimilation occurs when one sound is influenced by another nearby sound. Example, the pronunciation of can as can before go. Point 12, nasalization. The definition of nasalization occurs when a sound acquires nasal qualities due to nearby sounds. Example, nasal vowelization in words like pen and pen. Elision. The definition of elision. It occurs when a sound is omitted in casual speech. Example, the omission of letter D in friendship or letter T in aspects. Point 14, normal speech. Normal speech. These processes are natural in speech and do not indicate carelessness in pronunciation. Example, the pronunciation of we asked him. We asked him instead of we asked him. Well, that was my explanation about the patterns of the language. So go to Educa Play and complete the questions. Try to choose the correct answers and learn with us. Thank you so much for watching.